We've got Buff One, and it's tons of fun. Stick around for Phil. Phil Buffone, Buff One Productions. You're lucky that your name says something cool. Is it Buff One, like muscles, or is it Buffalo number one?
It's Buffalo number one. Let's just say
okay. Well, you play a lot of golf.
Let's say that. You know what? A lot of people used to call one of my uncles Buffy, and I just kind of went with Buff One Productions. We were looking for a name last year when we got in.
So Phil, I've heard a lot about your story, and there's a lot to hear, but give us the quintessential nugget of who you are.
Well, I think really the last few years have been kind of defining. And you know this. I got sick a few years ago and came out of that and I'm doing well and everything like that. But it was sort of life-changing. I would say it's more than sort of. It was life-changing. And Bill Kennedy from the Falls, Billy, had gotten me into doing some films and background work just before that, about 2019. And it was so much fun to do that I really wanted to keep doing that. And obviously when 2020 hit and COVID and things like that, you know, things shut down. Well, that's the year I also got sick. And it was pretty serious illness. And like I said, it came out of it pretty well. But I made a decision. And I said, you know what? I'm done doing regular work. If that sounds too crazy. And it was kind of crazy decision. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to go do what I want to do. And one of them was to get more involved in the Western New York film industry. And one of the big things that happened in 2021 is we did the 48-hour film project. And that was the first year I was in it.
Absolutely remarkable. So we're part of your journey into, this is an assumption, but living your best life as an actor? Is that what's happening here?
I would say that is absolutely correct.
Remarkable.
I never really did any acting or anything like that before I got involved, a little bit at a time. And then, the 48, I'd heard of it before. And Joe Scaramella and Ann Curtis, our first film was called Reunion, and it was three of us, and we did it. And I said, and I always wanted to do the 48, and it just fell right into place. And that's how I got started.
So from that first film, I saw you in it, and shortly after, we had a casting opportunity, and I didn't really know you. I just said, oh, there's a guy in this film that fits, and we cast you in a Celino Law ad, and the rest is history on that. That's been right. You've been seen all over the place. People recognize you from that?
Everybody has seen that commercial. I mean, it's been on so much over the last number of years. And it's just been, you know what, people, they always ask you, well, everybody wants to know money and this and that. It's more than money. I mean, it has gotten me into other places and other opportunities. And the 48, that's what the 48 does for you. Really, it really does. A 48-hour film project, it's a way to get your face out there, if you write or direct or do anything or work on a production and you want to go a little further. I'm a lot older than a lot of people that we know that do these things, but it has gotten me so many different opportunities to work with, these Western New York filmmakers that are absolutely unbelievably creative and talented.
Well, it's super important in a film to have diversity of age and sex and race and everything, because otherwise, you get student films where everyone's 22 and you're wondering, what is this world where everyone's 22 years old? So it's very important to have everyone be involved, just like real life. So I'm glad that you're involved and you're meeting everyone so that everyone's film can be better by having representation of all parts of life. What's your favorite part of the 40-hour film project overall?
Well, first of all, it's working with my team. And I don't even want to say it's my team, because we started with Sean Patrick Green.
Of course, legend.
The second year I was in it. And a few of those people came over. That was a big team. I think we had almost 30 people on that year. And the next year, when we got in, Jane Vendetti, Tomas Waz, and I'm going to name them all. It's a short, small
Go
team.
for it. Yeah.
Nikki Markey, Ann Polina, Jill Mack, Cindy Sonoyan. I mean, there's 8 of us, and working with them, they are such a good group, and they're so creative and so smart, and they really make, when we did the film the last couple of years, they're the ones that really make the film be so good. But also, I think meeting all the other filmmakers. I've done a couple of things with another Buffalo production.
Awesome.
I've done 2 different films with them, and they are you meet these people and they're so creative and so talented. And when I try to explain it to people outside of the Western New York film industry, like my friends, I try to make them understand, when you see these films, the 48, I mean, you tell a story in what, about 7 minutes?
Yeah.
I mean, that's your story arc. That's the time. And these films, they tell the story, but the technology, the writing, the creativity, the acting, it's so good. And I'm mesmerized by it at times. I just go, wow, I can't believe that these guys pulled that off.
It is remarkable. And if you go back many, many years, this has been going on. The 48-hour film project is 25 years old this year.
Wow.
Not in Buffalo. Buffalo, it is 18 years old, but it's got a long history. When this first started, people were doing DV camcorders, that kind of stuff, and they would come in with a tape, and they would, at the drop-off, they would, first one, they brought their tape to hand it in, and they put it right in the deck and watched it right there. That's how they did it. And now we've got cinema cameras. Everyone's got lighting. You can go on Amazon and buy really good film equipment. Where I remember being young, I couldn't buy film equipment unless it was like a specialty store in Los Angeles, and it cost thousands of dollars for everything. Now there's like the creator kit on Amazon for $79, and it's got like technology that would have been, thousands back in the day. So seeing that progression, people are making really amazing films that look really professional in very short amount of time.
So when you ask me, like, the best parts, it's meeting the team and having that great chemistry with my team, but also meeting these other filmmakers, and it's amazing. The people are amazing that you meet, and I think that's the best part about it is building the relationships with other people that are trying to make it in this industry. And some of them just love to do the 48, and I don't know if they do anything else, but just having those relationships and having just fun talking to them. And that's what I love about it.
So your last film did very well. It was in the top 4. Two-part question. 1, was that your first time in the top 4? 2, how did it feel?
That was our first time in the top 4. We had 8 nominations last year.
Awesome.
And Jane won Best Supporting Actress.
Awesome.
But in that category where you had 5 nominees, 3 of them came from our film, from the Healing Waters Lodge. And it was remarkable to have 8 nominations. We were, I don't want to say we were shocked, but we were taken by it. It was something that when we did it, it was just a special feeling when we did it. And working with everybody, and like we were talking a little earlier, there's a chemistry with this team, and it is a team effort. I have the lucky chance to put my name on it, but it's really Jane and Ann and Nikki and Tomas and Jill and Cindy. I mean, and Sarah Weckler, if I didn't say her name before. It's those people that really make it a special time, and. And when we film, we have so much fun together, and it just worked out for us. It really did.
So your team is the secret sauce. What are you going to do for next year? Do you have any tricks up your sleeve to make it even bigger and better?
We have been thinking about some other things. We've added, I don't want to say too much, but we've added a couple of crew members.
Awesome. Okay.
To help us a little bit. And we actually have met as a team on a Zoom call the other night.
Excellent.
To talk about the 48. Because it's getting everybody to put their time. It's time too. I mean,
Yes, yeah.
You got a weekend, and you know you got to hustle, and you got to get people, and it's logistics, it's paperwork, and it's writing, it's filming, it's editing, and oh my goodness. But I think this year we've been talking about it. We've been we took the Healing Waters Lodge and did a second episode obviously outside, but off the 48. We actually want to try to do a continuing episodes with that storyline. Because we all love working together. And I think, again, and that's what it comes down to. And that's why it works. And so no matter what genre we get this year, if we get mockumentary for a third year in a row, I told everybody, if we get mockumentary a third year in a row, we're going to play the lottery that night.
There's some divine intervention at that point. You'll become the mockumentary experts in town.
We will.
There's people in the past who have gotten Western multiple years in a row. They're screwed. If you get mockumentary again, you're sailing.
I'm not worried about anything we get because they're such smart and creative and good actors. And so I think this year I'm just excited to be part of the 48 and have this team around me.
Are there any other teams that you're really gunning for or you're looking out for or you just can't wait to see what they do?
I know it's a competition. And, yeah, it boils down to you want to be in that top 5. You want a chance to win. You want a chance to go to the national and, go farther on. But I don't know if I look at it as, gunning for another team or anything like that. There are really good teams. And I really enjoy watching what everybody else comes up with, and I'm amazed. So, yeah, it's a competition, but it's something that I think it's a jewel. When we watch those films at North Park Theater, it's sort of like a jewel to the Western New York film industry, and it's showing off talent, and I become more friends with these people than competitors with them. Yeah, you want to win. Of course you want to win. But it's really a friendly competition.
And that's the reason that you're having success is because you're enjoying yourself and you're having a good time. Not everyone does that. Some people get in their head about it and they get real competitive, but it really is for everyone to have a good time and flex their skills, make the best movie they can, and have a bunch of parties. So you've done great in the past. I'm sure you're going to do great in the future, and I can't wait to see what you make this year.
I can't wait for the 48. Our team is looking forward to being part of it. And again, looking forward to seeing everybody. There's nothing like when you're at North Park. And if you just got to be there and bring friends to North Park to see all the films, you'll be amazed at the talent that's on that screen. I'm really looking forward. We look forward to it every year now.
I love the plug because it's a 600-person theater. So you can bring as many friends as you want. Maybe bring 10 friends, and we'll all have a great time out there.
Well, you need them because they got to vote for your film.
Well, that's a secret. That's a secret. Don't give it away, although it's true. Phil, thank you so much. We'll see what you do on the big screen, and I can't wait.
Thank you.